Make sure you watch this video to the end because there's details about a big sale immediately, and then another sale that has to do with, you know, if you go and buy some of this stuff right now. So watch the end of the video, get the details, 2 separate sales, both really cool. Let's get to the video. Is this thing on? Welcome back to our semi-bi-monthly videos where we bring you around the shop and show you what in the hell we're working on. And honestly, I haven't been out here yet this morning, so we're gonna do this and learn together right now. Ready? Let's go. So we're getting Preston's cab that just got bed lined, both inside and underneath, by Eye Candy next door. We got to set that on the new Roadster Shop chassis that was powder coated by Patco's powder. Careful! We have room actually. You're in the lift over here though. You may just have to set it down and then do it up in the air because your tire's in the lift arm. Like I was saying, I haven't been out here yet, so I didn't even know they were putting that on. But body for Preston's is going on the Roadster Shop chassis. So we'll get this thing wired and fired next. Already done, all of the assembly on the chassis has already been done. Brake lines are on. This one we did the fuel and the taillight wires a little bit differently. We ran them on the bed. So like right now, when you get the wires in the cab, we'll put a plug behind the cab. So when you need to take the bed off, you'll just unplug the bed, undo the fuel lines, and then you can pull the bed off. So a little bit different than normal. Big block 632, ZZ 632 from Chevrolet, 1,000 horsepower, custom radiator mount and fans to make sure we had room for everything. And then behind you, this is a Wegner built LS7 spec with an LSX block. I believe they said did about 600 horsepower. Has this really cool billet intake manifold. And then right after the customer left, Hughes called me and said your transmission's ready. So I ran down to Hughes yesterday, grabbed flex plate, torque converter, and the transmission, both of them together. And this engine and transmission is for a new project that you haven't seen yet. Let's go look at it. I can't roll it. I was gonna try to bring it in for you, but. So this is Brian's, different Brian. There's a lot of Brians lately, but this is another Brian. This is his Suburban. This is on a Rev B chassis. So first of its kind. And basically, we brought this down and did a quick frame swap. So that engine and transmission that are up there in the front will go into this. But since this was the very first Suburban, there's a couple little changes we're gonna do to the chassis. So Scott is actually coming over today. He's coming over today. They already came over and did a couple more scans, made some changes to the very rear body mount and the very front body mount. So those will get here today, make some changes, pull the body off to fully weld it, stab the engine and transmission in, and start clearancing the firewall and the trans tunnel. But we really quickly trimmed out everything underneath and everything in the back. When we got the truck over here, we knew that we wanted to just do a quick frame swap on it to basically give this guy some instant gratification because he'd been waiting for the chassis for a little bit since it is the very first one. So they did bring over the shot wheels that go on this truck. The tires were a little bit too big. We did make the rear fit, which you can see we're all trimmed out. But the front was too big to clear the hood. So that's why the shot wheels are not on here right now. He picked them up yesterday. He's gonna get smaller tires mounted on them. But you can see how little invasive this Rev B chassis is. So their upper links are bent to clear the floor. So like this truck had big wheels, had a 295, 35, 24 on the rear. And that's how much of the floor you had to cut out. So unfortunately it hit the quarter panel, so we can't run them. So we're gonna go to a 275/30. But still, like, you can see the upper links have a bend in them. You can see the lower links are lower to the ground, which looks weird right now because of small tires. But when you put the big wheels and tires on here, they look a lot better. Right now they look a little scary, but But the cool thing is, this is all you have to cut out to make one of these things lay out on a Rev B chassis. So they took a lot of design in the floor and into account. So you could build a notch cover over this and be done, really. Back seat fits fine. Look for more progress. I'm Canadian now. Look for more progress on this one in the next couple of videos. There's a theme around here of Rev B chassis, right? We have a roadster shop, and then we have a Scott's Hot Rods over there too, but a lot of Rev Bs you'll see. So this is a dually rear end that they're putting on a Rev B chassis over there that we're actually doing the build on. So to make it easier for Scott and those guys to weld all their bracketry on, he brought us the axle. It's all cleaned up for the most part. There's some extra tabs and stuff we got to figure out if we're going to take those off. But we sandblasted it, and then we got rid of all the drums, brakes, and all the nonsense that's normally on it. And we put these insane looking little shop manufacturing brakes on there. So never done any of these before, but huge and cool looking. So Scott's coming today to do the fixed stuff for the Suburban, and then pick up this axle, which is why the straps are still on it. And then this will get welded underneath David's dually. Let's probably take, I'm gonna post a lot of pictures to Instagram lately, so I should probably take pictures of this stuff because then customers can see it and they'll be happy. So if you're watching this video, you're welcome. I posted a picture of your rear end, David, and then Brian, your engine and transmission are together and up there. You don't even know that they're here yet, but, or you don't know the transmission's here yet. You brought the engine. Anyway, moving on. Juan's 52 is finally equipped with a set of ultimate headers. So we've been working closely with them to try to make a header for the Rev B chassis that we know is going to work and look nice and everything. And one of the big reasons why is this chassis is going to SEMA. We've said that before. But the last thing that we needed to do to get this chassis ready for SEMA was get the headers on, get the steering in, which looks like it is in. Looks like we had to run one intermediate joint, but these 47 to 53 chassis are narrow, so understandable. Looks like it would have been really close, but I don't think you can push that header in any tighter. So steering column's now mounted. We've got our brake master cylinder that we love so much mounted. We've got the firewall shaved. Whoever shaved this firewall previously just bondoed over holes. So we sanded all the bondo out, welded up the holes, made a patch panel for the steering column because we're obviously not in this factory location. Now all we have left to do is get the exhaust built. Then this truck can get torn apart and go to powder coat. So that goes like that. LS3, 525 GM crate, Holley intake manifold, LS Classics adapter for the LS3 throttle body, and a cool retro looking air cleaner, and a crazy custom mounted radiator. Just trying to try to do something different, so you won't see any of this. This gets a shield right there. AC's in, AC bulkhead's done. This thing's ready to come apart as soon as they finish the exhaust. Moving on to Tim's truck. So you can see under the hood, radiator is now mounted, AC condenser's mounted. This is the dual intake plenum, dual throttle body, LS3 intake manifold from Eldebrock. So we've got our 2 intake tubes here. Steering on the C10s with the ultimate headers is a straight shot. So C10's a little bit wider chassis, we can do straight shot. So we go from column straight to the steering rack when you use a Rev B chassis and ultimate headers. Clears, easy. It's just a lot of work to get to that point. Inside you can see we have the AC box mounted, we have all the computer mounted, we have the box that controls the AC mounted, we have a bunch of stuff on the other side mounted for relays and circuit breakers, all that fun stuff, painless, wiring harness, fuse box, all that stuff's mounted underneath. We have a steering column mounted, and then this recess is for another 10-inch
radio, basically, monitor, whatever you want to call it. But it's the radio, but it's a 10-inch one. Little notch out for the volume knob. But we did this on Larry's and liked the way it looked when it was all finished out. So we did it again on this one. We've got Locar's new sport shifter, a little redesign on the case. Billet now looks cool. So we've got that centered up where we want it seat-wise. Transmission tunnel's done, drive shaft tunnel's done, and Chris is working on the bed. You can see we're radiusing the corners rather than having straight corners. So this bed's all just gonna be flat sheet metal. No bead rolls, no craziness, but the craziness will come when we make doors. So there's gonna be 4 doors, 1 in each corner, plus our normal opening door to show off the chassis. So he wanted storage compartments. So we're working through. You get hinges. So we got hinges that we're going to try to use. They're soft close cabinet hinges, but they're meant for thicker cabinets, like not a normal cabinet door, so they should hold some more weight. And then we'll figure out what we need to do for shocks, if we need to do any, or they're just going to open up a little past 90 and stay. Exhaust is done all the way to the rear mounted muffler, and probably get the bed finished up, and then we'll figure out how to transition from muffler to exhaust tip, and we'll make our exhaust tips, mount a license plate in the middle, and figure out some kind of mesh there. So this thing is, what do we have, 3 people on it yesterday? Talking to you.
Talking to me?
Yeah. You don't need a microphone, you can talk loud enough. We had 3 people on this yesterday. So Laramie was inside working on dash stuff. Hector was doing intake stuff. Whoa, camera guy, take it easy. Okay, hey, have a nice trip. Pio was up front working on intake, and Chris was working on the bed. So I think the bed will be really cool. We haven't done a radius. I don't think we've done a radius since we've been in the shop. I used to do them back in the day, but it'll be a cool radius back here. Yeah. And then this is getting boat decking. So we'll do a custom, that soft padded boat decking looking stuff. We'll get it all framed out, get the doors opening, and figure out the design we want to do for that stuff. You've seen the back before. If you haven't, go watch previous videos. You've seen the single piece taillights before. If you haven't, go watch the previous videos. Let's go over here. So over here, well, we have Manny's Blazer wheels. They're out and about because I was explaining to the guy with the Suburban what size tires we need to run on the Suburban. So 24s in the rear, 275, 30, 24, 22s in the front, 255, 30, 22 up front. You could run a little bit bigger in the front, but you can definitely not do the 265, 35, 22s that he brought us on a 67 because they ran right into the bulge of the hood. So showing him those because that's the size we need to get. New delivery from Rev B, again, Rev B. This is for Travis Vichich, and this is obviously an airbag chassis. We're waiting on a Don Hardy engine for it. We're doing a 6.2 liter supercharged, 750-ish horsepower. And then we've got one of the 3 transmissions up there is for it. Intro wheels. 22s all the way around on this one. So 22.5 in the front, 22.12 rear. We have, again, a set of bare brakes. This truck is going to be some kind of silvery charcoal color. Don't know how light or dark we're going to get with it, but everything's going to be accented red. So we're going to do red interior, so we have red brakes. Curry third member on it. We've got some Slam Specialty bags in here. And this thing will get the full treatment. But the hiccup with this is the truck that he wanted us to build was a pile of crap. Like, not usable. So I called up Ross, and Ross has put in the order for a full sheet metal package for this truck. So this will be another one that's just brand new from bumper to bumper. So brand new cab, doors, fenders, hood, cowl, core support, bumpers, bed sides, tailgate, everything will be brand new. And we're going to see if we can save him a little bit of money by bringing the chassis to Premier, which is only 3 hours from here. So we'll bring it to them, and they'll build the cab
They'll build the cab and then set it on and then build the front sheet metal for us. So there's a lot of shimming and a lot of slicing and dicing to get the gaps close that they don't normally do. And I think they will if you bring them a chassis. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring them a chassis. They're gonna gap the front end, get it close for us before it even gets here. And then they'll put their EDP coating on it and we'll start building from there. Except for the bed, we'll build the bed from scratch. The white bed here is for Preston. That's the one that you just saw the cab dropping on the frame. This one is done, it's been bed lined and it's collecting dust. So no point in showing you any more of that. Another dust collector. There's a lot of dust collectors over here. But this one now, since the last time you've seen it, has the full trim treatment. So our headlight bezels are on, our corner fender bezels are on, the upper and lower grille trim is on, the entire grille is assembled, bumpers are on, all the lights are in. The only thing we're missing trim-wise is the emblems. So we gave the emblems to the local powder coater in town and they melted them. I don't know what happened there, but we'll get them new ones and then we'll just paint them. This thing is off to interior today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow at this point in the day. But we powder coated the sill plates, so those are in, center console's in, seats are in. So really the only thing that Steve's gonna do interior wise is get the AC ducts on the corners adapted, because he's gotta build some custom plastic adapters for them. We've gotta build door panels, kick panels, and then we'll throw just a small stereo behind the seat, probably just 112. The other dust collector is the dually. It's done. Just need floor mats and steering wheel wrap, that's done. Same story as last time. Manny, same story as last time, but the update on Manny's Gen 2 Blazer is that I think Scott said that those files are getting cut in like 2 weeks. So what that means is probably sometime late November, early December, we should have a chassis for that. We have the wheels for it. Ordered the engine at the same time as TJ's. I think that's getting close. One of his transmissions is up there, or one of the transmissions up there is his. The 54, I made sure I left the Murray's rods, whatever box in the same spot so you know that we haven't touched the 54. So, yeah, that's it for showing you around the shop. We can talk a little bit about the merchandise. Last video, we told you we were gonna do something special for Dino's. And what we've come up with is we're doing 15% off with coupon code GETDOWN, spelled the way Dino spells it, GITDOWN. On the website, we'll get you 15% off of any hat or any shirt on the website. It's the stuff that we have from basically last year or early this year, all the way back till we don't have any more. We're trying to clear some of that stuff out. We have new shirt designs coming, at least 2, possibly 3. If we don't get the 3rd one in before Dino's, we'll have it for LST. We have not figured out if we're going to debut Larry's truck at Dino's or at LST, so we'll probably coordinate that t-shirt with that, because we're gonna do a t-shirt for Larry's 71 C10. Other shirt there'll be one of this dually, which we're having fun with. And then there'll be one for Aaron's patina truck, which will be more of a black and white theme things, try to keep things simple. Hats are ordered. We're gonna do some of those Brandon Bills hats that everybody likes. So we'll have some of those. We'll have some of the typical snapbacks. And then we may still have some of the badge hats. Gotta talk to our boy RJ about those. So get on the website, www.trade5customs.com, and use coupon code GETDOWN, GITDOWN, 15% off of merchandise. So not off of parts, just shirts and hats.
And then if you wear it, you get this.
The catch to all this is you buy those now with the coupon code, you get 15% off. Then you show up to our booth at Dino's wearing said shirt, and we're gonna give you
Money off.
10 bucks off. I'll call it right now. 10 bucks off of a shirt. Any shirt, even if it's the old one and you wanted to get another old one. But the new ones, old ones, whatever we'll call it right now, 10 bucks off a shirt. So you save money buying the old stuff now, and to reward you for clearing us out of that old stock, we're gonna give you 10 bucks off the new stuff. So I didn't tell you what the price of the shirt is though, because these are, you know, Thanksgiving type Black Friday deals where they mark the price up and then give you money off. Just kidding, we'll take care of you. Buy some shirts on the website, save 15% with the coupon code. Buy some parts too. We have rear view mirrors. We have billet hinges, which those are kind of taken off a little bit. So I just got some in like a week ago and I got to order more. So billet bed hinges, we use them on nothing over here. Actually, that one has it. But what else? Pay no attention to the shelves of parts. That's it. Thanks for watching. If our cameraman's ever available, we'll do a wrap-up video on the dually. Has nothing to do with the cameraman, it's all on me actually. It's too hot out to do outside stuff. Summer's almost over though. Go to the website, order shirts and hats.